Hip-hop started from the slums of the Bronx, New York. I fell in love with break beats, the techniques, b-boying, MCing, crushing whoever was in front of you. It was groovy. You knew how it was. It's true, it's hip-hop. It's only one source to get it. It's I Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. Subscribe Google Play, iTunes, and DJ Bugsy 215 SoundCloud. It's all about the hip-hop. Keep it hip-hop. This is your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. It's good to be back on the Miggity mic. This podcast is being sponsored by Red Plate. Red Plate has the best food you ever want to know. I'm telling you right now, hit them up at Red Plate. My girl, Philly Boss promo. She do a big BIG. My girl Terry. If you're hungry, if you need some food, she got the best food on the planet. Trust me when I tell you. So hit her up. My girl Terry, shout out to you. But we have the one and only Melanie Fleming from Chicago.
Yeah.
And she is a model and an artist.
Yeah.
And she's trying to transition to just being an artist, correct? All right. So let's talk about modeling first, because that's how it all started for you, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So when did you start modeling? Because we met virtually.
Virtually, definitely.
About 3-4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this
so
moment.
long ago.
For how long? Like 3 years?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, yeah, Bugsy, I'm coming to Philly. 2019 went, I'm coming to Philly, Bugsy. 2020 came, I'm coming to Philly, Bugsy. 2021, she has arrived.
Right, with the new style coming through.
Now tell me about the style.
With the drip.
Tell me about the drip, the style.
So you
did all
seen
that?
it here first.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to show y'all the shoes later. You seen it here first. Melody Fleming, the one and only.
Okay.
This is the Gothic style, Gothic baddie. Let's call it that.
Gothic body?
Gothic baddie.
Okay.
Let's call it that.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Check you out. Okay. So what made you go with pink? Is pink your favorite color?
No, my favorite color is white and gold. But I think pink is very girly, very feminine, and it's very, like, out there.
And how long did it take you to get ready?
Today, it actually only took me about 45 minutes to get ready because I was running late on getting to New York.
But you wasn't running late getting here.
I had to get to New York, to Philly, to Jersey, and I was actually running late to get here. But luckily, they had the 35-minute route with no tolls, so that worked out in my favor. Yeah,
that's dope.
So that was cool.
So now, how was it modeling in Chicago? Because most people feel like they gotta go to L.A. or they gotta go to the Big Apple to get the big contract or to get signed or for people to really know them. What's the scene like in Chicago? Because when you think of Chicago, you think of Old Block, you think of Lil Durk. Rest in peace to King Von.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Durk, dope ass project that dropped today with Little Baby.
Right.
So
yeah,
are you been bumping it?
Yes, definitely. So actually, I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh,
so
wow.
I went to middle school, elementary school, and high school there.
Okay.
I did go to elementary school in Chicago, but as far as living there, I was more so back and forth because it's like a 2-hour drive.
Okay.
So I was just back and forth. So that's why I'm pretty known in that scene. That's pretty much why everybody knows me already.
Okay.
So yeah, because I do a lot of traveling. But as far as my whole
definitely
family,
do a lot of traveling. God
Yeah.
damn, every time I turn around, this woman is on a damn flight. Her story is flight stories.
Right.
You just gonna call your fucking shit flight stories because you be flighting it out. What was the last flight you took before coming here? Where did you go?
That's crazy. I want to say before I came here, I went to L.A.
See, another photo shoot.
I actually went to L.A. for business.
Oh,
okay. I have my hair collection as well, so I went
Talk
out
about
there.
that.
So my hair collection is the Melody Fleming collection.
Okay.
And we just specialize in affordable cosmetics as well as hair supplies. We are the trendsetters, and that's just what it is.
Talk that, baby. Trendsetters.
Yes, we are the trendsetters. That's why I did this curly hair with the pink rather than the straight. I know straight is more like common,
Right.
But yeah, so that's my collection. We do more so deliveries in Las Vegas. We are not shipping right now just because we prefer to, not even due to COVID. We're not going to blame it on COVID.
Okay.
We not shipping. We just literally strictly doing Las Vegas deliveries. That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you be turned up too.
Yes, I do.
So do you feel like your career is allowing you to live your best life? Because a lot of people feel like, some people do feel like it can be a facade.
Right.
Or I'm only doing this for the gram, or I'm not really that person.
And
How
I
do you
feel
see
like
it?
that's where people go wrong. So getting back to the first question, that's why people don't know me that much as an artist. Because I'm not on Instagram every day taking pictures every day. Because I'm actually working in real life, and I'm making sure that in real life I'm actually living like a star. Like I wake up every day, I got a nice strip view, nice condo, and I'm doing it all at 24. And it didn't happen overnight.
24, God.
It didn't happen overnight. It took some time, but now I feel comfortable to the point to where I can kind of show myself. And what I say in my music is what's happening in my life. And then as far as what was going on back when I wasn't doing music, I could talk about that too. But this is just kind of what's going on now. So I definitely waited to pursue and take my music 100% serious. Yeah. I definitely did.
So you brought that up, and I'm glad you brought that up. So how was it for you before you got into the limelight, before you became a model, before you decided to pick up a mic, and how your life was like, the whole Wisconsin thing?
Yeah. Well, in Wisconsin, I've always been pretty popular. So I just kind of stayed to myself. That's the main thing. It's a small town. It reminds me of here, very green, very small roads. We have farms, So I just stayed to myself. That was really me.
So you was a loner.
I was pretty much hanging out with people, but after I realized that I wasn't really making the right decisions, I started to just remove myself and just to focus on my music and my modeling.
So you made a couple bad decisions in Wisconsin?
Yes.
And like what? Do you care to talk about it?
Sure. Well, yeah. So when I was younger, I had kind of I was just rowdy, I had got bullied when I was in elementary school. So then in high school, I just was like, oh, I'm not getting bullied. I'm going to bully y'all.
Oh, and you started bullying people.
I wasn't, I was I wasn't really bullying, but I was definitely not the one to play with, definitely.
You still not the one to play with?
I'm still not the one to play with, but I'm very nonchalant. If somebody's getting smart or getting loud, I'm just going to look at them and just remove myself from the situation and just walk away. I think that says more now. Okay. I learned that. So,
right. Did you find love in Wisconsin? Your first love? Because that was early on.
Yeah.
What happened to him? What's his name?
I'm not going to say his name, but I definitely dated somebody in Wisconsin. Yeah.
It was a black guy?
No.
It was a white guy?
Yes.
How was that?
He was okay.
But he wasn't your cup of tea after a while, you realized?
Yeah.
What was about, let me ask you this. Because a black woman has this thing about white men where they feel like they are not enough man for them.
I wouldn't say he wasn't enough man for me. I just feel like when I was 16 and I was going through all of that crazy stuff, when I was getting in trouble, realistically, he was the person that was there for me. He really was my best friend, and he really was there for me. And that's just what it was. And we grew apart because that's just life. But he's still a friend. I would still reach out to him.
He's still your friend?
He's still a friend on Facebook. I say hi. He say hi.
But do we feel like you transition? Because I know the old Melanie is not what you are today. Your 16-year-old self compared to now is a 360, correct?
Definitely a 360.
So what is he saying about you now?
He's like, yo, my ex is a star. What's going on? I heard you was here and there. And sometimes I'd be like, I wasn't here or there. I don't know who's giving you this. You know what I mean? Right. But that's just what it is. He's cool. I learned from that. And that's just what it was.
That's deep.
Yeah, it is. It's even deeper, but I didn't even get into details.
Oh, you ain't gonna get too deep?
No.
She like, no, brother. You is not
definitely not.
You is not getting me to say that shit. Fuck that. All right, so let's talk about music now. Because you was in the studio, I think the last time we talked, you were saying you was working on some music. So talk about what you got coming up, what you working on as an artist.
So I do have my single Proud of Me, Stream Drip Location, Stream Goddess, Stream Stutter. And I am going to be working on a new project. It's almost done. Okay. Not going to release the name, not going to release the titles of any new songs, but if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Excuse my language. Make sure you tune in and tap in.
No filter.
If that's just what it is. If you follow me, you'll see it. It'll be promoted. And yeah.
So are you trying, because sometimes with people that started out as models, they try to transition to artists. I mean, we seen Cardi B go from being an Instagram and then being on Love and Hip Hop and then finally becoming a star. But it seems like it's hard. Do you feel like it's hard?
No, not for me because I'm an artist.
Okay.
Like, that's just what I am. That's what I was.
So you consider yourself an artist more than a model?
Definitely. That's what I was born to do. And I sing and I rap, but I consider myself as a rapper more than I consider myself as a singer.
Really?
Yes.
Why is
and
that?
Most people like to hear me sing. I just go with what I'm comfortable with.
So who are some of your favorite singers? Like, who inspires you when it comes to singing?
Well, it would have to be Beyonce because we have the same birthday. It's my birthday twin, yeah.
You a Virgo?
Yes.
I should have known. I should have known by the text messages.
Yes, I love Beyonce.
Should have known by the text messages.
I know, I was so annoyed.
Yo, you was wild.
You was like, how are you going to get here from New York to... You was like, okay, I'll see you at 8.
Yeah, you was... Yo, but that... I ain't going to talk about that on the podcast, but we hashed it out.
That's just what it is when you're an independent artist.
Okay.
You got to make it happen. I wake up, I set my alarm, I set my day. I made sure I was here. I made sure I'm able to host that club. I made sure I was able to do the photo shoot in Times Square. And then when I have management, when I have a team, people going to see even more work. That's what people have to understand. I went into my budget to fly here, get a car, get a room. You know what I mean? So when you have a team, and that's what I say, a lot of girls that are already managed and you know what I mean, have certain things, they blessed because you have somebody to wake you up and say, I have a hairstylist come do your hair. I do my hair, my makeup, you know what I mean? So 100% independent.
Wow.
100%, I'm just kidding.
No, do your thing.
Screaming into the microphone.
So that brings me to my next question. So do you want a man that's 100% independent? Because a lot of women that think like you and have that aura that you have won't accept nothing less. They don't want a man that's a 9-to-5 nigga.
Right.
They want a man that can get the bread up by sleeping.
Well, I don't really mind somebody that works a 9-to-5, but as of right now, I'm not even looking for a relationship. Like, I'm 100% pursuing my career and myself. That's it.
Does that come from a hurt place? Or
no, that just comes from literally me pursuing my career and pursuing myself.
Okay. I respect that.
That's just what it is. And then when I get to the level I want to be on, then I can say, okay, I want to talk to him because now we got matching Bentleys and it makes more sense. But right now, dating somebody with what I do, some people don't understand.
So you'll have his and hers and all that?
Yeah. Like Gucci and, you know.
Oh, you like Gucci and Keisha?
Definitely.
Do you look up to Keisha?
Definitely.
Okay. She's a boss.
I think she's a boss. I feel like she held it down.
You would do that?
Definitely. When that's what people have to understand. So when you're loyal to somebody, somebody will reciprocate the same energy. If you're not loyal and you go to jail and you expecting somebody to be loyal, how are you expecting somebody to be loyal to you when you wasn't loyal to them? Right. When you were at your utmost high and now you're at your lowest and you need somebody, you got to keep in mind who you're going to need at the end of the day. And with this generation, they don't really care about relationships and love and family. So like I said, until I find somebody, I don't have kids. So until I find somebody that I want to have kids with, because the next person I date, I want to have a family. So I'm fine for the next 4 years to be single and pursue my career and get to the top and then double back on somebody or meet somebody new.
Double back on somebody? Is somebody on your radar? Because usually when you double back, somebody on your radar.
Nobody's on my radar.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you see certain stuff you don't really follow a lot of people.
I don't.
But when do you ever in your interactions through moving around, you're like, that brother, he might, you know.
I feel like I bump into a lot of people, but like I said, everybody has a motive. So I'm just really good at reading people. And if I feel like you don't have the right motive, I'm just going to distance myself. And keep it simple. We can have a friendship.
But what if you physically attracted to him? Then what you do?
I don't really have feelings.
You don't get...
I don't really care about people. Like, I don't really feel like I have to fall in love with somebody unless I've taken the time to really get to know that person. And that takes time. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, my God, I'm so in love with... No, like,
Right.
What did you do for me to love you? Like, it comes from stability. I'm grown. Like, I'm a grown woman. Like, you got to be providing some type of stability.
So no. That talk, y'all. She talking that talk. She walking that walk, y'all. Y'all better get with that shit, man. Damn, well, shit, you fucked me up. I need a drink. I don't even know what to ask your ass because you done told me some shit that it's like, what the fuck? Like, when somebody say shit like that, it calls you to drink. Let me take a drink. I can't even, my fucking damn laptop done died on my ass. This shit. This podcast life is crazy, y'all. Now, let me say this for y'all podcast motherfuckers, because y'all motherfuckers think you just get a podcast and you just blow. No, nigga.
You definitely do.
It don't work like that. You gotta put in the grind. Like somebody like her, someone like me. You want to do this shit, you gotta put your all in all. You gotta eat it. You gotta breathe it. You gotta shit it.
For real.
Diarrhea. I don't give a fuck. X-Lax, whatever you do to get the shit out. But you gotta do it to the heart, bro. Like, that's the only way this shit gonna work. Other than that, you can fucking forget it.
Definitely.
This is episode 94. And I'm just getting started. I feel like I still got more shit to do and more ways to grow. And shout out to all my inspirations. Shout out to Combat Jack. Shout out to Charlamagne the Guy. Shout out to Joe Buttons. People that's putting it down for the podcast space. I love y'all niggas, man.
Seriously. Definitely. Yeah. You definitely got to put in the work. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy.
No, it's not.
Especially when you're an independent artist. Shout out to us. Mm-hmm. We pay for everything.
Yes, you do.
And when we get the right management.
Yeah.
Whoever wanna. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But seriously, like, y'all will see me popping my shit more often. Like, I got a plan, like, everything. Like, even shout out to Carisha the Diva. She has her own podcast as well.
Oh, shout out to her.
She's been working with 1017 and everything. And I plan on shooting with her in Atlanta. But I got to plan it.
You got to plan it.
Yeah, like our schedules, she be there, I be here. So we're thinking the end of this month.
Okay. Well, that's dope. Mm-hmm. All right, but before we go, I'm sure single men and people that's watching this podcast want to know, what's your ideal date? Or how can a man woo you to have a nice encounter with you? You know what I mean? How can a man woo you? I know you independent. I know all this stuff for
it just has to be organic. That's just it.
But do they gotta?
You don't gotta do nothing. It has to be organic.
But a lot of men feel like, a lot of women feel like some men, they don't give enough attention in the beginning. Are you one of those that feel like,
well, you're not gonna get all of my attention because I'm not looking for a relationship. So if you come on to me and I tell you that I don't like you, you're gonna be put in the friend zone. And if you in the friend zone and you try to jump out of the friend zone again, you going on a block list.
Really?
Yes, because I just told you I'm not ready to. I don't.
Right.
You're not. You have a different motive. That's why I said in the beginning, everybody has a motive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got different motives. We ain't gonna get along. Right. Because I'm gonna keep telling you I don't want to date. You gonna keep asking me. I'm gonna keep saying no. And it's just that simple.
I feel you.
So yeah, that's just what it is.
She's sticking to that story no matter what the fuck I do. Well, I gave up on that note. But what I want to know from you is, what's tonight going to be like for you being with my bro DJ Self? What you got coming up? What's your next? What's you like as far as modeling? Mm-hmm. Like, what you got coming up, and as far as an artist, what you got coming up?
So
yeah. What's your itinerary? We want to know. We want to catch up with Melody. We want to get down with what you got going on. You know what I mean? What's you got popping?
Yeah, so I said, shout out to Carisha the Diva. That podcast will be dropping at the end of this month.
Okay.
Shout out to the Matty Ice Show. He has some good work with Rick Ross. I will be doing something with him at the end of the month.
Shout out to Matty Ice. He follow me.
Yes, he's been doing some good work. Shout out to you. I love you. Thank you for having me here.
No problem, Melanie.
We've been talking for 4 years.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure you was my first podcast because we got that type of loyalty. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
And as far as what's going to be popping for me, stay tuned. I'll be dropping more videos. I just did a photo shoot in the Times Square with Akil's for photography. He's dope.
Shout out to Akil's.
You gotta follow Akil Photography. He's dope. He definitely shoots most of my work, all of my behind the scenes, anything Definitely
to see the behind the
reputable.
scenes.
Yes, he's lit. So make sure y'all
Yo,
follow
he got
him.
a good job. You got a good job, bro.
Definitely got a good job. But as far as the music, like I said, just stay tuned. I'm not really saying what's dropping right now.
Oh, you doing the Beyonce?
I'm just
surprise
I
shit.
am very Beyonce.
Okay.
Very behind the doors. Drop it when it drops.
Right.
Even the shoes. I'm like, everybody's gonna start wearing these. Like, I feel like
shoes?
Nicki, my shoes right now. I feel like they're just so dope.
Them?
Yes.
Let me see them. Well, walk for them. Let them see that on the camera.
I gotta take it.
Yeah, take that off. Stand up, walk, and let them get that good shot of your shoes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
They the shoes, guys. Check her out. Yeah, and do your thing. You a model. This is the space. Yeah, like we trying to. Damn, but when we take a picture, you might gotta take them off because I'm a short nigga. I ain't trying to be looking all midgety.
So yeah, like that's just what it is. I'm definitely going to be popping my shit, more hair colors, more me, more content, more music, more freestyles. I love freestyling.
For real?
Yeah.
Can you do it now?
I could. I mean, I
don't got no beat though.
I would have to find a beat.
Damn, and I don't got no beat. You got? I mean, you don't got beat. All right, fuck it. Well,
EST.
Don't worry. If you don't,
I'll have to find one. Let me see.
All right, but it ain't gonna be able to hear. It ain't gonna be good for the footage.
Oh, it's not.
Cause you can't do it like that. You gotta do acapella.
I was gonna.
You gotta do acapella.
Okay, let me see.
This is 16. It don't
okay,
gotta
let me
be.
put this back on.
Okay.
So I can hear myself.
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. This is 16. Talk your shit.
I'm gonna just say something I wrote. Fuck it. This pussy hella good, so I keep it in Chanel. My name ring bells like I'm moving fish scales. New Da Vinci bag, gold clutch, pink nails. VVS diamonds got me dripping like a shell. They said I couldn't do it, guess I prevailed. And I'm in first place, I got the game impelled. Yes, I'm in my bag, pink Chanel. When if a broke nigga try me, I wish him well. Fuck nigga, my diamond's so loud, I gotta whisper. I like big checks, so I need 6 figures. Fuck nigga, I'm tryna get richer. If you ain't got no money, then I'm not fucking with you. Fuck nigga. See, I'm the type to bring the cops out. I ain't working no 9 to 5, that's a cop out. Been working 9 a day, it's coming for the top now. Swerving lane to lane, bitch, I made my own route. See, I be doing the things you never did, the places you never been, the money you never spent, my moves you couldn't move, my grooves you couldn't groove. Face it, you bound to lose at anything that you do. Fuck. Yeah, that's what's coming. Yeah. And that's why I do no talking. We dropping straight hits.
I know that's right.
And to the top
that
we
was
go.
fire.
To
that
the
was
billboards
fire.
we
Listen,
go.
Let me just say that real quick, Melly. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't know what to expect, but yo, you really can spit. Like seriously, on some real shit. Yo, you already know what it is. It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It for Hip Hop Podcast, the #1 hip hop podcast in Philly.
Period.
Y'all already know what it is. Keep it hip hop. Peace.
We